All right, we have Melanie here.
Melanie Aldrich.
Aldrich. Aldrich?
Aldrich.
Aldrich. Melanie Aldrich. And for one, check out this amazing backdrop. So we came into the building, there's mini banners, and I was like, oh, let's go behind the PHCC banner or in front of the banner and do the video. And she's like, you know what? I'd rather Milwaukee. I was like, that's my girl right there. We're jiving just because of that. But realistically, we're jiving because I love what this woman's doing for her industry. A woman-owned company, a woman-ran company, woman plumber running the show.
Absolutely. And
killing it in what she does. She does commercial plumbing. And so I'm just going to get dirty. We're going to get dirty with it. What? Do you have a hard time competing with men?
No, absolutely not. I don't compete with anybody. There's no competition.
You know what? And I believe that too, because I think people we're contracting with,
yeah,
they don't care if you're a man or woman. If you know your shit,
that's right.
You know your shit.
I know my shit, okay?
Yes.
Hot's on the left, cold's on the right.
Shit goes down.
Yeah, well, sometimes you can pump it up.
So what makes you different than everybody else in your area?
I'm not different.
You're not?
There's nothing different about me except that I'm a woman.
Okay.
I'm a hard worker. I work just like men do. I'm not neat and tidy like everybody seems to think. Oh, we'll hire a girl. She's neat and tidy. I am not neat and tidy. I'm really good at what I do, but a lot of guys that I deal with, they are really good at what they do.
And she has nails right now, manicured. Are these an everyday thing, or do they pop out?
Oh,
really?
Every day.
That's awesome.
See, because after 35 years of plumbing,
yeah,
and after 20 years of plumbing, after like no makeup, you know, try to be as, you know, not manly, but just not as feminine. I realized that I can be a girl, I can put my makeup on, put my nails on, and still know that I can do everything that you can do. And
you know what I think is that, well, as you become more seasoned and knowledgeable, you work cleaner too. You know how to use your tools. I mean, that's me. No,
I am like, oh, if you see my video, I roll around in dirt. If I have to worry about getting something on my clothes, I can't work properly. So I don't really care. The hair is like this. It doesn't matter.
Do you bun it up? You don't
I bun it up. I throw it on top of my head, and that's it.
See, I wish I could bun mine up. Okay, so obviously I don't have any hair. Stress will do that to you. So I did have hair before I started my company.
I bet.
And then I was like, time to go. But I can grow it somewhere else, so that's kind of cool.
TMI.
Oh gosh. So what is your most favorite job? If
right now?
If I was a customer, what do you want to do for me?
So basically, it's a little different for me because I do residential, but it's not something that I do often.
Yeah.
My niche is commercial industrial, so a lot of my work I bid. You know, I have to bid along with other people, and if I get it, then I go to work. And I have 10 contractors that I work with, and new ones every day. And there's nothing special. I love what I do.
Are these like massive commercial new builds, or are these renovations?
So right now I have a contract for 206 unit low-income housing where I live in Rhode Island, and we're renovating 206 units. They told me that that phase 2 is going to be sometime at the end of this year, which is another 85, and then they're purchasing another 125 units.
Jeez.
I'm working at a hospital doing a hospital renovation. I just got 4 pharmacies. Then what else? I know I have more. I have 2 other jobs at Rhode Island College, and so like what I do is like
blowing my mind.
So different. So I'm also very proud that I am the first woman on the state plumbing board in Rhode Island. I take it really seriously, and I'm really proud of myself.
Yes.
I'm the first woman to be the president of the Rhode Island Plumbing and Mechanical Inspectors Association.
Whoa.
And when I became the inspector, I was only a master plumber, and because I was their plumber, because I was their president, I felt that I should become an inspector. So I took the classes, and now I'm a certified plumbing inspector. Yes. I have great kids, they're men. I teach 1st and 2nd year apprentices. I absolutely love them. I love what I do. I didn't just want to be a plumber. Yeah. I wanted to be somebody, and I feel like at 52 years old, I have arrived.
Yeah.
after 35 years in the
Totally.
trade.
How do you balance your home life with with work? I mean, especially being a mom, let's face it, in America, like the woman takes care of the kids, blah, 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 blah.
Well,
You know, it's tough. I mean, because this is, plumbing is gnarly. You need to be in the field.
I am in the field. So I'm kind of lucky. My husband retired 2 years ago. I have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. And he's out in the pool with them right now. And he's really good like that. He cooks, he cleans, he takes care of us. He's really wonderful. Richard, I got to give you kudos. You know, I couldn't do it without him. So.
You know what? And I think powerful people need powerful backing. And without these people behind us, without our husbands and wives, we can't be the professionals that we are and slay what we're doing. Like, I'm just going to straight say you're slaying it and you're murdering your competition.
I'm humble. I'm not slaying any competition because I'll tell you why. Because the jobs that I do, I bid on paper.
Yes. I'm
not going into someone's house with a quote and you got a quote and you sit there and they decide to take you over me and with $3 a part. Mm-hmm. This is a commercial, you know, process. So it's a little bit different. Yeah. But, you know, it's just awesome.
So we had a conversation yesterday here. I was not on the panel. I would have loved to have been on the panel. I would have had some good insight, just like you did. Right. So the discussion was lack of tradesmen coming into the field, right. And I think as a woman, you can definitely have some major pull on the new wave coming in, and I want to push that because I think it's super important that both men and women know that there's blue collar stuff out there that you can make more money as a blue collar than going to school.
All right, it's cool. It's cool to be a plumber. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah. It's really cool. It's a great job. Look at us. We're cool people.
I think the camaraderie is so amazing. Like the amount of traveling I've been doing lately, I'm like, I can meet a plumber in Rhode Island, I can meet a plumber in Chicago, I can meet a plumber in England, and we jive. Absolutely. And you know what? With mostly everybody here, we're all pretty similar in demeanor and all that stuff. And we, especially this group and the Plumbing Hacks group in Facebook.
We love the Plumbing Hacks, and that's why we're here. We love all of you. Yep. Thank you for inviting us.
Yes. And so I think that the camaraderie that this group has is amazing. I was just at the Upanor seminar, and I was stuck in this one room learning one thing for 2 days, and I could have learned that in 20 minutes. Right. It was all a bunch of BS, but this Plumbing Hacks convention, I got to see everything. I got to learn everything with everybody, and tons of stuff. Business, technical, and everything.
Drinking, partying.
Hey, whoa, wait, we're on camera right now. Yeah, we're both raspy voiced because we were like rocking it so hard here.
Okay, cut that out. We're not going to cut that out.
So,
honestly,
yeah.
I don't know about you because you're new to the group.
Yeah.
I've known a lot of them for like a year. Yeah. And it's, you know, banter back and forth. Yes. You know, we bust each other's balls because that's what we do. And it's so nice to finally meet everybody. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm disappointed because a lot of guys didn't come. Yeah. But it's so much fun to actually see them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. I'll tell you from experience, it's hard to travel and get here. There's no doubt, and especially everybody on the Plumbing Hacks page they're all plumbers. They all run their own shop, and that's part.
Not all of them. No, there's a lot of guys that I know work for people, and they're on the Hacks as well. Okay. Yeah. Well,
I think that's an amazing thing about Hacks is that it is. What's up, Eric? I think that's what's great about Plumbing Hacks is that there is a lot of business insight, and they talk about business and how you can help each other. With the issues that they're having, it's great to have that collaboration and partnership and job knowledge and stuff that you don't really want to share with your competitor. You don't want to call your competitor and be like, "Hey, what are you guys doing with this? Like, what?" I need insight because we don't have all the answers.
But you know what the truth is? I find lately is that because the gene pool, there isn't anybody out there to help. I realize that there's a lot of small companies just like me. And I've taken advantage of it both ways. They're there to help each other. Like I have 4 contractors, small contractors that if I need anything, all I have to do is call and they're right there. Yeah. And that's an awesome thing.
So here's my biggest question. Right. How are you going to get your children to becoming to want to take this trade on?
That's really sad because my son is 27 and he wants no part of it. And you know, my oldest daughter, she's 29, she's got a master's degree. My son, he's a great kid, but he's not a plumber. And then my youngest of the first three, she's got a bachelor's degree and she works in a hotel.
Yeah.
And now I have a 5 and a 3-year-old. Would I love my little girls to work with me? Absolutely. Absolutely I would. But you know, a lot of us come from places, you know, where we didn't go to college and we feel like we work so hard to give our kids that college education that we never had.
Yeah.
But you know, the older I get, I realize that that's just like wrong.
It is.
It's so wrong. And
it is.
To teach them how to be plumbers, or even electricians, whatever, work with your hand, be a tradesperson. I think that's really, really what we as a country need to focus on.
Yeah. So if you were young again and
young again? Excuse me? Did he
younger
just say
again?
that?
I did. I
Did
messed
he
up.
just say
That is
that?
bad.
Oh
And I'm
my
recording,
God.
which I cannot
Oh
back that
God.
out, right?
You better not back
Oh
that
my
out,
gosh.
I want that there.
Let me tell you.
Rephrase that, sir.
I'm gonna rephrase that.
Oh wait, I've
I've
shared with you how old I am. Can
Yes.
you share with the
I'm 34.
Oh, he's a baby.
I'm 34. I am a baby.
All right, out of the mouths of babes.
So let's just say you were coming out of high school.
I was that 18-year-old girl
18-year-old.
who didn't know where to go and wanted to be a carpenter like her dad.
Really?
Yes, but he told me I was a girl and there's no way he was going to let me work with him.
And you're like, well, I'm gonna do something else then.
And I became a plumber, and then he started working with me.
Really?
Yeah, so it
Yes.
And I'm really happy I didn't become a carpenter.
What a flip, though.
Yeah.
Like you totally were like,
So
hey, no, this is what I like doing, and this is what I'm gonna do. So when was your first plumbing job?
I was 18 years old.
18 years old.
Yeah. I worked as a helper for Woodlock Pines in Pennsylvania.
So how long did it take you to start your business?
Okay, so all right, so I was 18 years old. By the time I was 19, I just worked for a guy, and then I worked for a real company, you know, like a commercial kind of plumbing company, not just a guy, you know.
Yeah.
And we did 316 condos in Pennsylvania, and all the painters on the job were union. And they told me that the union was getting ready to hire apprentices, and they wanted me to go, so I went. So I was in the union till 1999. In 1998, I wanted to do a woman build for Habitat for Humanity, and I asked my boss if he would pull the permit, and he said no, so I sat for my master's test. We did a woman build, and 6 months later I bought a van and I went out on my own. So this
all started because of something that you wanted to do for your community.
Right, exactly. Community.
That's amazing. And then it just turned into this business that you've got, and you're surviving, and you're making it happen.
Yeah, I'm ready to grow though. Like for a long time, you know, as a mother, I was just happy to go to work every day, you know, and come home to my children. But I feel like with my husband being retired, it's time to grow. Yeah. Because you know, I could go to work for somebody, but I really want to grow. So now I have 3 employees, and it's time to go. It's definitely time to grow.
Awesome. So these 3 employees, have you been having a hard time like getting them to show up to work and getting them to want to do it? How do you think how have you made that environment welcoming and making them want to come to work and do what they're doing?
Because I feel like I treat them the way I always want to be treated, and I want to be a leader. Yeah. I know that the 2 guys that I just hired, they don't have any commercial experience, and I know that. And I'm willing to teach them what I know. And they know that. And they're excited about that. And when they got to the prevailing wage job and made $70 an hour for 46 hours in 1 week, and they got that paycheck, they were like, this is killer. So, you know, and I'm happy to share my wealth with them. Yeah. And they're excited to be there, and I'm excited to be there. And, you know, I just hope that in the future I can be a better leader. Yeah. Good. That's my goal.
Well, I think you already are. I mean, just the small story you just shared with me, and I appreciate everything you're telling me right now. I love it. Straight up, how you started your company was you wanted to help your community, and I think that's massive, and that's kind of what I was talking about when we're talking about the whole problem about not having the plumbers and stuff like that. Well, nobody wants to work, but you know what? It's us as small business owners. We need to be the leaders for our communities. to get involved with these children and show them what a plumber can be and who they can be and stuff like that. You're not just this dirty guy that's just
or dirty girl
or dirty woman yakking at men and women on the street and
I've seen them do it though.
They definitely do.
Like, I think you should be quiet because that's somebody's daughter walking across the street.
Yeah. But I think it is our job to get there, and I love doing stuff for the city of Hesperia where I live. They do walks. I sponsor every event.
Yeah, that's cool.
I sponsor every event, and it's not for business. It's because I love giving to my community. They support me, so I need to support them.
Absolutely.
I need to support our culture in our city and give it back if I can. And if that, it's not about the sponsorship, it's about the money that I'm putting into the event so that the event can happen.
Right, no, I get that.
Because without that money, it can't happen. And you know what? All of our kids deserve to have fun, and all of our parents deserve to have something to do without spending a ton of money to go do it. And but anyways, thank you very much. And I'm definitely going to be following you now. And since we just met today, or
well, we met
this
3
weekend,
days ago, but we were so drunk we don't remember.
Such a slow crowd.